In this video, we're going to explore Shut the Box, a deceptively simple but mathematically rich game for children 3 and above. The basic premise of the game is straightforward. Roll the dice, close the pegs, shut the box. So here you can see the box is open. But when all the pegs are closed like this, the box has been shut. Now be warned, if the numbers rolled don't allow you to close any pegs, your turn is over and any pegs which remain open will count towards your score. The lowest score wins the game, with players usually taking multiple turns to try and shut the box. Now we've established how simple the game is, let's explore how mathematically rich the game is. At the most basic level, we can ask players to use number recognition to close pegs. So I see 5, I close 5. I see 6, I close 6. And if you want to develop a sense of one-to-one correspondence or cardinality, then you may ask players to count the dots. However, if you want to explore subitizing, then you may insist on the exact opposite. Without counting, how many dots are there? Once we move beyond number recognition, we may decide to allow players to close the pegs through addition. And it's quite apparent that 4 plus 4 equals 8, but how we get to 8 can come in lots of different shapes and sizes. We might ask players to use a count-on strategy, to use known doubles, pushing their subitizing ability on further by employing what's known as conceptual subitizing. How we get to 8 can look very different. And equally with subtraction, there are many ways to focus player attention. Subtraction by addition, we count on 5, 6, counting back. Each is a valid option, and the rules or restrictions we place on the game will help our players to focus on that which has been identified as important. And it isn't even just the younger children who have all the fun. Multiplication and division will work just as well, and if the players take the values thrown in order to find the product of the quotient. So you can see here 4 divided by 2, we can close the 2 peg. When I introduce the game to someone for the first time, or when I want to focus their attention, I will choose one acceptable method of peg closure. For instance, game 1 is only number recognition, or only addition, only by subitizing, etc. And as players become more confident and as their understanding of mathematics develops, we can combine multiple steps. So you see here, if we multiply 4 and 2, we can get 8, but equally we've seen and recognized 4, we've subitized 4, so we can put that one down as well. And earlier I mentioned that if you throw the dice and you cannot close any pegs, just like this scenario here, your turn is over and the time has come to find the value of the remaining open pegs. And it's at this point that we can encourage the type of mental flexibility which children benefit from both an understanding and possession of. And there's no need to use a count-all approach and make scorekeeping tedious. Instead, we use known number facts to reduce the complexity of the task at hand and practice those mental operations a little bit more. So you can see here, we've got our bond to 10, 3, and 7, and then this becomes 10 plus 9. And these bonds exist all over the board, and you can keep an eye out for them when you're scorekeeping and maximize the opportunities for maths in this game. You may even wish to look at important patterns, whether it be consecutive numbers or triangular numbers. As we're coming up to Christmas, the game can be bought online for absolutely next to nothing. I think £3 is how much I pay for them when I buy them from my schools. But right now you can play for free using these cards on the Enrich Maths website, or a set of playing cards. And I think not only are there endless hours of fun, but there's also tons of rich mathematical conversations to be had with Shut the Box. And it's suitable for all the family and enjoyed by young and old, and I've seen that happen. It's the mathematician's choice of toy, no matter what time of year it is, and a must-have in every primary classroom.